Hey, what's up, guys? So, you're watching Yikes. My name is Justice Baranzello, and today we're going to be talking about the FBI, and it's going to be, about the 6ix9ine case. It's kind of popular, or in recent news. But first, I'm going to explain to you why I'm shooting at the FBI right now. So it says right here, Wikipedia. The Federal Bureau of Investigation, or the FBI, is the domestic intelligence and security service of the United States and its principal federal law enforcement agency, operating under the jurisdiction of the United States Department of Justice. The FBI is also a member of the U.S. intelligence community and reports to both the Attorney General and Director of National Intelligence. A leading U.S. counterterrorism, counterintelligence, and criminal investigative organization, the FBI has jurisdiction over violations of more than 200 categories of federal crimes. Alright. So, I don't really know too much about the FBI, to be quite honest with you, but I do know that okay, first things first, we're in a government shutdown right now, so if I go over to, listen up, there's a thing on CNN talking about, yes, we can't do our jobs correctly because the government shut down. We don't, it costs money to pay the people to do these investigations. And with the government shutdown happening right now, they can't pay their, workers. So that's one issue, that's one little thing that we're talking about. But the main reason why I'm talking about the FBI, or just the general government that governs over the entire country rather than just the states, is there's a huge problem in shootings right now, and it's been a problem, and it hasn't gotten any better. You know what I mean? It says right here that 56 people have been shot and killed by the police in 2019. It's January 23rd. That means that more than 2 people have been shot per day in the United States by the police. And that's going to be in, I'm sure, a bunch of different states. But they have names of these people and the information, and I'm not going to go into reading any of them. Okay, actually, I am reading some of them. Let's just read them just for fun. And it says he was fleeing by car. 42-year-old white man with an axe. It's kind of funny. Sorry. No body cam. He was not fleeing. A 64-year-old man with a gun. 32-year-old white man. So I guess a lot of them have been. No, I'm not even gonna say that because they're probably just hiding it. "14-year-old male with a toy weapon was shot January 15th. Fleeing by foot. He's a 14-year-old with a toy gun. And they had a body cam recording, but still, my point is, there's so many people getting shot. And every single police officer, regardless of whether or not this person survived or not, is guilty of shooting this other person. They're guilty. There's proof that this police officer is guilty of that crime. So why are these people not getting persecuted for such crimes? And, you know, obviously, like, it's a difference between being a police officer and being a, you know, a normal civilian. But at the end of the day, it's like, are these actually justifiable? There's no body cam on the majority of them, so you can't actually know the truth behind, like, what is actually happening. But the truth is, there's a lot of, there's more than enough people getting shot a day by police officers for the FBI to be spending their money into looking into why this is happening and why there are, last year 995 people were fatally shot by the police in 2018. Why are there not investigations going to persecute these police officers that happen to be guilty of a crime that didn't need to be committed? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a crime whether or not you're a police officer or not. If I'm a police officer and I'm off duty and I kill somebody, I'm gonna get charged with killing somebody while I'm off duty. So what's the difference if he's on duty or off duty? Especially if it's not justifiable. That's my point. And it's been 8 minutes, and so I've just been rambling, to be honest. But now we're gonna talk about 6ix9ine, because this is what it's actually about. One of his first videos he ever released is called Shinigami, which in Japanese means, what does it mean? The God of Death. So you can tell that Tekashi 6ix9ine, his muse is the Shinigami, you know, the Grim Reaper. So it's like his music is going to be based around that type of general, you know, artistic flow, or like that's his muse, that's what it revolves around.
Yeah, my nigga scummin', yeah, my nigga bad. 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 Respect the shooter, cause anytime I got it, I'ma shoot. Respect the shooter, cause every kill around me, I salute. Respect the shooter, cause anytime I got it, I'ma shoot. Respect the shooter, cause every kill around me, I salute. Fuck around with them, fuck around, gon' fuck around and get smoked. Mess around with them, mess around, gon' mess around and be broke.
You know, 6ix9ine he's kind of he's a jokester rapper. Like, you can tell, like, he's honestly a better role model than the majority of these people who are all criminals in the music industry and so on and so forth. Like, if you listen to anybody's lyrics, you can tell that they're not normal civilian people. So for the FBI to be singling 6ix9ine out is absolutely ridiculous. And that's just honest truth. And if you think the Grim Reaper, the Shinigami is like a rare thing for people to be rapping about and talking about, like, you don't listen to people's lyrics, because this is all what they talk about. There's no, if it's subliminal, it's subliminal, but they're still talking about it. Like, 6ix9ine, he's not even a real gangbanger. Like, he was a camera guy for the gang that he was representing or whatever. Like, he's literally a camera guy for him. And on top of that, he got kidnapped, whipped, and robbed. Like,
You know what I'm saying? Check it out now. Breaking news and also sad news, okay? I've been crying. I'm by his bedside, okay? I know, I get all those jokes, okay? But 6ix9ine's in the hospital, okay? He was brutally beaten, robbed, pistol whipped, and forced to basically go get jewelry and money for some robbers. Now, this morning, he was finishing up the Fifi video, okay? That's a video featuring a song with him and Nicki Minaj that's dropping today. By the way, he's been shooting it. By the way, I've seen most of the video, okay? Now, like he does, he shoots extended videos, and the video looks good.
Okay, I don't even know what Academics is talking about right now. But basically, the story is 6ix9ine, when he was talking about it, he was saying that it was in his inner circle. It was his inner circle that did it, so they robbed him, kidnapped him, and beat him. In the inner circle, like, these aren't just some random people showing up to his house. These are people who knew exactly where he lived. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, on top of that, there's literally a recording of, I think his manager or something, 2 people in the gang saying that he's not gang, and that he never really was, and that they're out to get him, and so on and so forth. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that they got 6ix9ine on possible life in behind bars charges, like, is absolutely ridiculous, because this guy, compared to the police system in America, he's not a criminal at all, 0%. 6ix9ine, compared to other artists out here talking and rapping, like, he's not a criminal. He's a young kid who happened to be looking for protection and looking for family in the streets, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, you surround yourself with the wrong people, you're gonna get sucked into the wrong things, but that doesn't make him a criminal. It definitely doesn't make him so dangerous that he can't be a normal person living on the streets. You know, living in the free world. Like, he's not a dangerous guy. He's a lot smarter than you probably think. We're just gonna talk about his name real quick, and you know, I'm probably just gonna end it there. But
Is it a good story?
No, it's not a good story. It's real.
It's real. I appreciate it. A lot of things he does.
What do you see?
6 and 9.
No, what do you?
Oh,
you
I see 9.
I see 6. Right? What do you see?
6,
What I see?
9,
What did you see before?
9,
What did I see?
6.
Alright, so you literally just put yourself in my shoes, right?
Mm-hmm.
To see what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, say I'm poor, right? I'm poor. You're rich.
Mm-hmm.
We could switch it. You're rich. I'm poor. We all shit the same, right? We all eat the same.
Mhm.
We go to sleep. We wake up. We're still human, right? If you put yourself in my shoes and you in your shoes, if you just take the time to look at it from my perspective, it doesn't mean that you're right and I'm wrong. It doesn't mean that I'm wrong and you're right. It's just looking at it. When someone is robbing a pharmacy or something for some diapers for their kid or something to eat for their child, you gotta put, like, is he right or is he wrong? Yeah, there's rights and wrongs to it, but let me put myself in his shoes. Let me see where he's coming from. It's all perspective. 6 and 9.
That's dope.
That's true.
Treyway.
Oh my God,
it's
we have
perfect.
to go.
No, it's perfect. No,
We have to.
so yeah, you know, I don't think the FBI and the government have their priorities straight, and that's a major yikes, because that's the U.S. government. Like, there's so many different countries out there doing way better than the United States of America, and we claim to be the best. Like, you guys are retarded. I'm not gonna lie, you guys are just a little bit slow, and you need to speed up. Like, there's places like Norway that are so much more advanced and so much more, like, there's places that literally pay other countries to give them their trash so that they can get rid of it and recycle it, like, because they don't have any. So, with that being said, huge yikes to the FBI on this one, because they definitely don't know what they're doing. But, you know, that's just me. So, peace out.